Self-awareness is a concept that has become more mainstream in recent years, but it can still be a confusing topic. This video will go over what self-awareness is, why it's important, and some tips on how to be self-aware. So, what is self-awareness? Someone who is self-aware understands their feelings and behaviors. Having self-awareness means that you understand your strengths and accept your flaws. Someone who is self-aware also understands how to interact with their environment and other people. So, why is self-awareness important? Self-awareness allows you to be at peace with yourself and your skill set. It helps you understand that what works for someone else might not work for you. It allows you to live the life you want so you can be happy. For example, there's a lot of content out there saying you should be an entrepreneur. If you're self-aware and understand that you don't want to be an entrepreneur because it doesn't excite you or it seems too stressful, you will save yourself from a lot of stress by not going down the entrepreneur path. Self-awareness can also help you improve your relationships with others. When you're self-aware about how you interact with other people, it can let you be more authentic and build your character. If you understand that you messed up in an interaction, you can learn from your mistakes and be better next time. Self-awareness also helps you become a better leader. When you understand what you can do, your shortcomings, and what you need from other people in the workplace, you will be able to lead your team better. That sounds great, but how can you be self-aware? Like all skills, if you want to be better at being self-aware, you will need to practice it. Here are 3 ways you can practice self-awareness. 1. Spend some time to write down anything you want to be more self-aware about. This is a good starting point if you don't know much about yourself. If you want to be more self-aware about your strengths and weaknesses, spend some time thinking about them and write down your answers. If you want to be more self-aware about your plans for the future, spend some time thinking about it and write down your answer. If you're having trouble coming up with something, try to find or make some questions that can guide you to an answer. For example, if you're stuck trying to figure out what you would like to do in the future, you can ask yourself, what would you be doing if money wasn't an issue? Another thing you can do if you're having trouble coming up with answers is to take a break and try again another day. When you're not self-aware, it can be hard to understand yourself. Just relax, compose yourself, and try again tomorrow. 2. Practice mindfulness meditation. Meditation is when you pretty much sit there and do nothing. It sounds boring, but it has many benefits. The basic idea is that you sit there and you focus on your breath. You direct your attention to inhaling and exhaling. When you're doing that, many thoughts will come into your head. Just observe them and direct your attention back to your breath. There's a common misconception that meditating is about not thinking of anything, but that is just wrong. You can't have a perfectly still mind and not think of anything. It's common to struggle with focusing on your breath when you first try meditating, so don't worry about it. Meditation helps you become more self-aware because when you're meditating, you get to observe your thoughts in a different light. When you're meditating, thoughts will just come to you and they can tell you more about yourself. You can get thoughts on many topics like things that are bothering you or outcomes you want to happen. You can learn a lot about yourself just by sitting there and meditating. If you want to learn more about meditation, there's a lot of content out there for you to learn from. 3. Ask your friends and family for feedback. The 2 tips mentioned earlier before can help you better understand yourself and be self-aware, but you can lie to yourself when doing those activities. You might need to ask friends and family to see if your perception of yourself matches their perception of you. If you think you are super friendly to everyone, but your friends and family think you come off as rude sometimes, you might be lying to yourself. When asking friends and family for their opinion, make sure they feel safe to give you a direct and honest view. You don't want them to just agree with you in order to not complicate the relationship, since that won't be helpful. This tip can help you be more self-aware about how you interact with your environment and other people, but it won't be too helpful for helping you be more self-aware about what you want in the future. It takes time to be self-aware. A lot of people are afraid to be honest with themselves because it can be scary accepting the truth. However, as you keep doing activities that increase your self-awareness, you will be more self-aware. As you become more self-aware, you'll be able to grow as a person. It will help you go down a path that makes you happy and improve your relationships with others. Do you think you are self-aware? Leave a comment below and check out this video on how to stop overthinking, since you might run into the problem of overthinking when you're self-reflecting.